Well, I fractured my malleolus on my left ankle area, and it was kind of a rough going for me. It was not healing well, and I decided to go in the fracture boot. I did it for about 8 weeks or so, and then I realized that when I came out of it, it just kept getting more and more injured, so so to speak. It was not really total healing. So about I think 8 months after the initial injury, I came up to Orlando on an unrelated trip, and I realized that I could not walk up a slant, and every time my foot was bent like this, I was having excruciating pain. And so I called Dr. Baccaran's office and tried to get her to see me at that time. And she did. She fit me in, and I came in, and she said, listen, you have some bone spurs that are actually causing your pain, and we need to take a look at it. And we could probably, get rid of them, and that could help. So I came back in a couple months later, and she did the surgery. And the initial aftercare was great here, and the healing went really well. And then this is where we are today.
Can you tell us some about how your foot condition affected your daily life or activities?
Well, it was being in the fracture boot for the initial 8 weeks was hard, and then what started happening was because of the development of the bone spurs and those things, and I kept having to go back into the fracture boot, so I couldn't exercise. I was gaining weight, and it was making it worse because I was getting more swelling and less and less movement. I could only really operate with my foot at an angle like this. I couldn't wear flats, and it was very, very painful. It really affected my day-to-day life.
Can you describe your experience with the doctors and the staff here in the office?
Oh, fantastic. Dr. Baccaran, very understanding, kind. The staff was great. Fit me in whenever they had to. The aftercare was exceptional, and the surgery was fantastic. The PRP injections that accompanied the surgery, I was a little worried about because I don't like the whole idea of blood draw and re-injection, and it was very painful at the time, but post recovery was great, and post care after was great, and
Wonderful.
I would recommend them 100%. Hesitation. I think
Wonderful.
that even if you don't think you have that problem, that is more of a permanent injury type as opposed to that would resolve itself, still come and get looked at, because it makes sense. I did the PRP injection, which I didn't even think that would work, that I would need, and I think it really helped with my recovery. I have full motion, no pain. I was able to play Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago for
Can you give us a little
pain-free
sample of Carnival? I
can show you the video.
There you go.
I'll make sure and send you the costume picture, the before and after.
There you go.
And it was a hard jamming on the road, right? And
Right.
no issues. It did not even swell. In fact, I think it was less painful than it usually is without the surgery and all that stuff, even when
Wonderful.
I had it in previous years. So it was fantastic.
Is there anything specific about your experience with our practice that you'd like to highlight?
Ease of access. Everyone was very ready to speak to me at any point in time. Not just because, of course, I have a relationship with everybody, but still, I still feel that I can reach out at any time, and access was not an issue. They were able to answer things on weekends and during the week. As soon as anybody got any information via email or anything like that, they were able to respond really well, and that was fantastic. I would say that was one of the highlights of being here. And the kindness. People are very kind and generous.
Is there anything else you think viewers should know about Ankle and Foot Center of Central Florida?
Come and see them. You won't regret it. I think that a lot of people don't realize how much foot pain affects your day-to-day life. I surely didn't. I was probably living with some sort of rotation and some sort of injury pre my malleolus fracture, because I have poor joint mobility. I have hypermobile joints, I should say, and that's something that I inherited from my mother, and that's something that you don't think of. And just the normal swelling that people take for granted on their ankles and their joints and stuff, you need to probably get it looked at, and even be fitted for insoles. That's what you need to do. and be able to kind of, step up your foot care, because if your foot is incapacitated, your entire life becomes much more difficult.
And I noticed today that you're in a little bit of a shoe that has a heel.
Yes.
Were you able to wear those shoes before?
Yes, but more pain with,
Okay.
So
now it's pain-free.
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 100%. Yeah.
And you're ready to get back out there, go to
Yes.
Carnival.
So now I have no excuse. I have to go start gymming.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
So before, she had a bony equinus where she was locked and she was unable to dorsiflex the left ankle. Now, after the minimal incision surgery, she has full range of motion, no crepitus, good inversion, eversion, and she's able to fully dorsiflex past 90 degrees. No pain.